the fact that Sally Yates has said Jim Comey was rogue. Okay, so he's a rogue FBI director. And I think that both sides of the aisle, if they were being honest, would agree with that. Certainly Hillary Clinton believes with that, agrees with that. And we thought that it was wrong. Him kept going back and forth about the Hillary Clinton thing
right to her, right,
leading up to the election. So you have that statement. Then you've got more, again, from Cornyn, too.
I like this one.
Byte 57. This is Senator John Cornyn to Sally Yates testifying today. Take a listen.
You're the direct supervisor of the FBI director. If he didn't consult with you or tell you what he was doing, or he didn't respond to your inquiries about it, wouldn't that strike you as highly unusual?
It's not ideal.
Not ideal. Well, that's quite an understatement.
It is an understatement, Senator.
Okay, we'll agree on that.
All right, so this is, a little bit of joke there, but the truth of the matter was, Andy, the lack of coordination that the FBI agent went around the Department of Justice in interviewing General Flynn and in the procedures that they implemented. And Sally Yates says an understatement. She acknowledges that her not ideal is an understatement. This shows you the systematic failures that was happening under her watch.
That's correct, Jay. She is the Deputy Attorney General, is the direct supervisor of the Director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and that is Comey. She calls him a rogue. She calls him a rogue on national before the Senate Judiciary Committee on national television, and she then tries to a little underplay that and play cute with Senator Cornyn by saying, well, that's not the proper protocol, or that is not the official way of doing things, instead of saying that is wrong. He should have gone to me before he went to the White House to interview Flynn and send agents over there. So she's playing cute and fast. But again, we got to remember, Sally Yates is a committed Obamaite. She's a Democrat. She's not going to play straight with any Republican that she can possibly respond to. Senator Hawley really laid into her significantly, even to the point where she drew a rebuke from Senator Feinstein. He did for his questions, but all of them were legitimate questions from someone who is a committed Democrat. We know her in Georgia. We know how she plays fast and loose with words, Jay.
Let me, Jordan, I'd like to, and we talk a lot about the FISA abuse, and let me say something here. FISA, unmasking. I'm holding in my hand the quarterly. This is just the quarterly report. If you're watching on TV or Facebook or any of our social media platforms, this is 1 quarters. Here it is. If you're on radio, which most of you are, that's where most of you hear us. It's it's got to be 100 pages, maybe more than that. And it's our quarterly FOIA report. And by the way, if you remember the ACLJ, our Law and Justice Council, you get these. And they're good to have. They're very important. It gives you a lot of information. One of the information pieces we got was all of the unmasking that was going on, leading to FISA warrants and the false FISA warrants. Listen to this question from Senator Graham to Sally Yates, number 31.
Does it bother you that the FISA court rebuked the Department of Justice and the FBI regarding the Carter Page warrant application?
Senator, I believe that the Department of Justice and the FBI have a duty of candor with the FISA court that was not.
Do you believe they fulfilled that duty?
No, I do not believe that they did.
I mean, right there, that is huge. That she just admitted under oath before the Senate Judiciary Committee that the FBI did not fulfill their duty of candor. This is getting to where Senator Graham said that it already appears that the FBI lied to the FISA court via the Department of Justice. Now, whether the DOJ attorneys making the application knew or not, and that was just over the fact that the source of the dossier wasn't Russia-based, but was actually at Brookings Institute in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Now he teased that there was also, he could prove this week that they lied to Congress, which would be a second criminal charge.
Right.
And I think that's where he's going with this line of question right now.
I think so, too. And, Andy, it shows the irregularity that was taking place both within the interview process of General Flynn, but also within the FISA surveillance application and the process that was not followed through there.
Yes, Jay. I mean, and she was asked the question several times from the Republican senators, did you read this application? Did you look at it? Did it pass the constitutional and statutory and factual muster that it should to go to a FISA court? And she finally grudgingly admitted that she was responsible for it, and no, it did not, and that General Horowitz, the Inspector General was correct in his 7 or 17 findings of irregularity in it. So what we've got is under the Obama administration and Sally Yates acting as the Deputy Attorney General of the United States, not being candid. And when Senator Graham said, "Did you understand this as a rebuke?" she refused to say that, and she finally grudgingly admitted, "No, this is not the proper procedure." No, of course it's not the proper procedure. And yes, that was a rebuke. The FISA court said the government acted antithetical to the candor that it should have recognized toward the court,